Okay, so I do not like this front mount that I bought from Asetek. I just think it's could have been made better, especially for the price we're paying. Anyway, solving that problem today, we've got the SimCore front mount. I don't know what the code is. It's UL something. Anyway, I'll put it up here. And then I've also got the quick release from Asetek. So guess what? This is a good week.
That's good news. This has been a good news day, son.
And I'm going to have this Asetek base back on there. And I can't wait. But first, we have to assemble the new base. The new mount, whatever you call this thing. Let's get started. So if you want to skip ahead to any of these, by all means do. So we're going to look at the price, we're going to look at looks, how this thing looks, and we're going to assemble it. And I'm not going to assemble it, but just talk about the assembly briefly, and then adjustability, how you can adjust this front mount. And I will do a flex test with this the Simucube one, the Asetek one, and also the Asetek's own front mount, and we can compare the flex in them. And then finally I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, let's get into the price. And it's a steep one, and yeah, it is difficult. I should be bending over and then giving you the prices, because I feel like I've been mounted buying this mount. Anyway, okay, I know it's bad. Anyway, let me just show you. You buy this in two sections. You buy, for whatever base you need, you buy your mount, which is this section here, the one that holds it in the front. Now, depending on what you buy, if you buy for the Fanatec bases, it just holds it from the side. You won't get this front plate, so it is specific. If you buy the Asetek base, you get this specific little front plate that is made obviously just for the Asetek bases. And then you get these two sturdy pieces of aluminium that you put on each side that holds the base. Now these are the same price for whatever base you buy, for whatever model you buy, and it's 156 euros. Yes, you heard that right. That's just for that little section. Now let's get to the other section. Okay, so we priced these, and you know what the mounts cost you. It's 156 euros. But you can't just have this thing floating in thin air. You're going to need little pieces of profile on each side to hold this together. So this here, that's your 156 euros. And now you're going to spend more money so that you can connect this. I'm going to read this off here because you know, I can only remember one or two things at a time. Anyway, good news if your rig is made out of silver. It's going to cost you a whole lot less. So, it's going to cost you 120 euros if you buy this in silver. However, if you choose to have it in black, which I say most would do, because most manufacturers now make these in black, it's going to cost you 149 euros. Yeah, it's starting to add up, isn't it? And now, see these bars, if you want the two extra, so you get two. It's good to note you get two of these. If you want the other two, it's going to cost you 171 euros. So, 171 euros plus 156. Quick maths, I don't know, but it's a boatload. Yeah. Okay, looks. So let's have a look-see then. It's not just about the colors. Now, yeah, you can get loads of different colors. Depending on what base you are buying for, there are normally a bare minimum of at least 3 colors. I mean, the Asetek base I was buying for, I think it was like 8 or 9 different colors. You could have purple, you could have orange, you could have blue, you could have red. Whatever you want. You can see it's a nice vivid red I've got here. The orange that you can see is a nice orange, and the way they anodize this, you can see it is just the colors are very nice and bright, which is good. Okay, another thing when it comes to looks, it's not just about how this mount looks, it's what it can do for you. Okay, now let me talk to you, for example, in the case of the Asetek base specifically. Here's a front mount I used to have. I had the buttons over here, and then I had these wires that came to the back of the base, and yeah, they just didn't look very good to me. Aesthetically, looking through here, I would always see the wires dangling and hanging, and it just doesn't look as good. Now yeah, I know you can cable tie it around here, but it just is, in my opinion, it's not. If you're spending this amount of money and you want the best, this is not the best. So over here in the back, I can very easily take my wire from the base and I can run it all the way here. I've got these nice little hooks in the back that just set into the profile, and I cable tie my cables all together. So when you are looking at my rig and the wires are all hidden to my computer, it just looks super clean, and that is what this aluminum profile here offers me. On top of that, I can put, like for example, a headphone holder. I can attach this if I want. Yeah, I've got a USB extension, so if I just want to plug in my headphones here and the batteries maybe flat, I can just, it's there, it's ready. Whereas over here, imagine trying to mount this USB or anything like that onto this. It is definitely more hard work. Now the Asetek one, the on and off switch, I just put them back into their little containers, and I mean, just look how good it looks. I've got both of them sitting at the bottom, one on the left, one on the right, and yeah, SimLabs, it is magic. It looks great. And I actually think the orange and the, I mean, orange is not my favorite color, no, but the orange actually suits the Asetek base very nicely. So yeah, when it comes to looks, it's definitely a big check mark from me. I'm very happy with the aesthetics of this product. Assembling this is pretty straightforward. It's just 3 bolts on this side, 3 bolts on this side, and you do it obviously on the other side as well to wedge this together onto this front plate. Now you've got these nice little sliders, which I will show you now. You just put one at the bottom and one at the top of your uprights of your rig, and this just easily slides in. So yeah, when it comes to assembling this, it is very straightforward, and the only hiccup that's worth mentioning when it came to assembly is with the Asetek mount from SimCore. The plate that they provide you, this one over here, but the Asetek one is thicker than what you would get on the front mount, this over here, of the Asetek one. So the screws that hold the front cover together is just that little bit too short. So I had to get other screws. Luckily I had some lying about here, but they are silver, but don't look too bad anyway. Okay, that's assembly. It's as easy as can be. Adjustability. Okay, so this front mount has 2 ways that you can adjust it once you've got it mounted, and it is quite simply, you can move it forward and backwards. And now you can't, the amount you can move it forwards and backwards is not loads. I would say maybe about 2 inches forward, 2 inches back, but you know, sometimes you just need that 1 inch and it makes the world of a difference, you know. Anyway, ask me, I'm always an inch short. So and then another way is up and down. So you've got these bolts here, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. You loosen them, and it's very easy. While you hold your steering wheel, you just get the perfect little angle for yourself, and so then you know your steering wheel is as far, you know, the 2 important adjustabilities you've got. So you can move it forward and backwards together to where you want, and then as well up and down, and that's it. You set it and you forget it. And as long as your steering wheels don't have different lengths and stuff, you should be just ready to swap steering wheels and yeah, just go. However, if you have got like these new Invicta ones, one of the problems is none of my steering wheels are the same length. So I'm gonna either have to move my seat, and then my pedals are further away from me, so then I have to adjust the pedals, or yeah, I know, first world problems. Anyway, let's go to the next thing. Check. On to the flex test. And yes, I know this is what most of you are here to see. How much flex? Is there flex? Is there no flex? Let's just have a look. Okay, so I'm going to show you this Asetek one first. And yeah, let's just see here now. And you can see there's quite a little bit of movement there. If you focus on the base itself on the back and you kind of look through the mount itself, you can see there's quite a hefty amount of movement. Now, most of that movement is actually just up and down. And there's not much when it comes to side movement. There's a little, but not a lot. Okay, it's mainly when it is up and down. Now, I'll be honest with you, when you're in the moment and you're driving, I never really noticed the flex much. However, it was enough for me to know that I did not want it, and I decided I want exactly what I had for my Simucube, I want on my Asetek base as well. And that's why I went and bought another SimCore mount. So I wouldn't just buy another one if I didn't think it's any good. But yeah, let's look. Now I'm going to show you the Asetek one. Okay? Yep. No, not much movement at all, if any, to be honest. Listen, with both the Asetek front mount and the Simucube front mount, I can honestly say the flex is almost non-existent. I can make it move, but I have to put so much pressure onto that steering wheel. You would never ever put that amount of pressure on your steering wheel. The only reason I got it to make it move is just to feel. However, like I say, in any application that you will be using this front mount, you should not have any flex. So yeah, it is definitely a flexless. Final thoughts. Oh, what do I think? Okay, what do I think? I think I'm crazy. What was I thinking? Spending a boatload of money on another one. Anyway, yeah, it is a boatload. My main problem with this product is just it's too bloody expensive. Okay, if you think you can nearly buy yourself another steering wheel, a button plate. In fact, I think you can, for maybe 30 or 40 extra euros, you can buy yourself a SimLabs GT Evo rig. You can literally buy the whole aluminium rig. But no, in this little section here, £310 sterling, which is about 350 euros, is what it costed me delivered and taxes paid to my house. That is just, okay, so anyway, but saying that, and there's a big but, because I paid 150 euros for the Asetek front mount, and within the first 20 minutes or so I knew that, listen, this is just not good enough for me. I need that stiffness, I need that zero flex. I've been using this front mount with my Simucube for 2 years, and I'm so accustomed to this getting in there. It's just rock solid, and I like it. And I like the fact that I can mount my little bits and bobs onto the aluminium profiles here on the side. I love that I can hide my wires. So for me, even though I think it's a ridiculous amount of money, I went and I bought another one. Okay, so if you have everything and you don't need anything else, then yes, go and buy yourself one of these. As for what it does and its purpose, it is perfect. It really is very well made, and once you have it, you have it. So I wish you the best. I hope your next race is a winner and a good karma. You know, I hear if you subscribe, the chances are like 20% more that you'll win a race, your next race. Hallelujah.
Hey guy, click on the helmet. Thank you for watching.